Stress is a part of life. And over the years, I've noticed that stress impacts me in a number of ways. Stress impacts my ability to process information. After my family moved from one part of town to another, I started at a new school. In fact, I just entered the gifted program. That's why we moved. And I remember thinking to myself, I was just not as smart as the other kids because I did poorly in math. And this was strange because I typically excelled in math. My performance was so hot and cold that when I did extremely well, one of my teachers asked if I was cheating. I had no idea that stress could prevent me from being able to think clearly, and that peace and calm could restore this ability, my ability to function. Now, this may not sound like a mental health concern to most people, but that is actually my working definition of mental health. It's our ability to access our individual capacity and function optimally. Now, the idea that mental health is a disease that we have or can catch and need to be afraid of is one way to look at it. But I prefer to acknowledge that each one of us is blessed with gifts, strengths, talents, mental capacity, and a unique combination of traits, all for the glory of God. God delights in who we are, and we get to experience all that He has given to us as unique individuals to use our capacity to the fullest, in relationship with Him and others. Things that happen in our environment, they impact our ability to function. Now, this speaks to the importance of nurture. Whether they're things that happen around us or things that happen to us, they can impact our degree of mental health and wellness. So it's important that we pay attention and take care of ourselves, that we nurture ourselves as we go and grow through life. When life stressors become too heavy for us, or they carry on too long for us, or aren't explained to us, that's what impairs our ability to function. Typically, we know on some level that something isn't quite right with us, and we start to worry and become anxious. Worry and anxiety tend to make things worse and further decrease our ability to access our God-given capacity. Worry and anxiety also create patterns of unhealthy thinking. So instead of experiencing clarity and relief, we start to anticipate things getting worse and worse, which is a sure way to create problems. The best thing we can do in stressful seasons is bring our cares and concerns to God. He says that we can cast our cares upon Him, for He cares for us. Acknowledging the experiences that impact us in the presence of our caring Father is the first and best step we can take to manage our mental health. So instead of trying to figure things out on our own and coming to untrue and unhelpful conclusions, we're invited to wait on Him, lean on Him, find rest, peace, and truth in Him, because it's His peace that restores us, His truth, His word that strengthens us, guides us, and helps us to function to the best of our ability.